Wasn't even a pay-per-view.
Not even a pay-per-view.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Throwdown, the June 27th, 2020 edition. I'm Caleb Black. He's Luke the Big Dog Williams. That's Mighty Mike Shearyard, and studio producer. We're talking about Impact. We're cracking jokes. We're having fun.
Cracking jokes and watching an episode of Impact are almost the same thing.
Almost synonymous. Impact, here's the thing.
They don't have ninjas.
They don't have ninjas.
That is a plus. I mean, they do have ghosts.
As far as wrestling is concerned, they've got the most wrestling in a program on TV.
They really do.
And
you could call it that.
I mean, some of those matches have been
They're not bad. They're not bad matches.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens now that Michael Elgin is gone, now that Tessa Blanchard is gone.
Yeah.
He smells bacon. That's the exchange we just had. We're going to find out what happens at Slammiversary, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we're not getting a lead-in or anything like that to it, but I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. We were already going to get a mystery guy anyway.
Right.
Or three, the classes are three.
Who do you think, who are your picks to be the mystery guys?
Honestly, well, we know it's one of them's EC3.
Yeah, got it.
If that's the guy they're talking about. I mean, they've teased it. You don't tease something like that and not do. Of course, this is Impact. I think that the band is going to, the club, or whatever they call themselves now, I think those boys will show. But honestly, I said it earlier in a conversation we were having. I think don't fire Eric. I think Eric Young needs to go back to TNA. It's or TNA.
Impact, yeah.
Impact,
same
because that's,
difference.
I mean, he was Impact Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
He was a good Impact Heavyweight
yeah,
Champion.
he was. I think one of them
maybe James Storm.
Real good chance of being Kennedy. But it really does depend on what his situation with the NWA is, because that's where he's been working for a while.
Well, I mean... But
I'm excited to see what all the changes are going to come.
If you're going the Aces and 8 routes, it has to be him.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But that would also make sense about... that's how they could bring Gallows and Anderson in as the Aces and 8s.
Yep, see?
Because they would be called the Gang and not the Club.
Right. We opened the show with a match between Tasha Steele and Nevaeh, with Havoc on the outside for Nevaeh and Kiera Hogan on the outside for Tasha. It was okay. I'm going to give it a 2. Tasha Steele can work. Nevaeh can work. This match just had some clunky moments to it that I was not a big fan of.
It's not that I don't like Nevaeh because I think she's talented.
Yeah.
I do not like Steele.
Yeah.
I don't think she's that great of a worker. I think that, if anything, she should be the mouthpiece for Hogan.
Yeah.
Because I think Hogan is the talent in that group.
Yeah.
And I also we complained about this last week.
Yeah.
You complained about it the week before. I'm going to complain about it this week.
Yeah.
Quit going to the outside of the ring.
And
having hold-off moments
when there's
with
no
one
fans.
there. Makes no sense.
I totally agree.
It just doesn't.
Those moments are good psychologically because they get the crowd invested.
If there's a crowd.
If there's a crowd, and if there isn't one, stop doing it.
Find
something else to do.
Stop trying to play off things that aren't there.
Yeah, so that match is getting a 2 out of me. We cut to a couple of different promos about Deonna Purrazzo, an interview she did on Busted Open Radio with Dave LaGreca. Deonna Purrazzo re-debuted in Impact, I want to say, last week or the week before?
The week before.
And she's already being groomed to be the number 1 contender. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. She's a good in-ring worker.
I'm going to say something. And I'm not saying this to be rude or to make fun of anybody in any circumstances, but I believe that when somebody has a certain body type, that they should dress to suit that body type.
They should wear, especially in wrestling, wear gear that complement your body.
Too tight a gear is a cheap heat.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if that's
the way
you're going,
if you're a big heel with tiny, if you're like a big giant guy with like tiny bikers on that shows your belly rolls and shows all the stuff, that's heat. That's heat. That's a
but
heater.
You don't see someone built like Nia Jax come out in shorty shorts.
Right. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
You don't do that. Yeah. And I'm surprised that someone who had come from the developmental program wasn't more toned.
Yeah.
It's not that I have a problem with the way she looks. I don't. I have a problem with the way the gear looked.
Yeah.
Because I feel if you're on television, you should have that. Everything should be the way
you should have an aesthetic to you.
Thank you. But again, I'm not trying to be a bully or anything like that. Because our stance against that has been very.
You're not insulting her. You're just.
I'm a big guy. Yeah. I mean, like I said with what was it, Otis? I'm fat, and if he's fat, he's fat. I can say that. But I think that if she would like maybe long tights.
Yeah.
Or a long, kind of like how Natalia wears.
Just kind of complimented her figure.
Yeah, it would look better on
because she's a great wrestler.
She is.
She's a great wrestler, and I don't want her body type detracting from her talent.
No, and in today's society and wrestling, that's all it does.
Yeah, and she's so fucking good, man.
She's
even for being, a girl who's got a little bit more curves than other girls. The way she rolls, the way she moves, she's agile,
she's quick.
She's quick. I mean, she's so good. And so I totally agree with what you're saying. We go on to Johnny Swinger.
I love Johnny Swinger.
I hate Johnny. I hate him.
I'm
so
getting a
much.
T-shirt made that says "I love Johnny Swinger,"
and I'm getting one that says,
"No, it's in his size."
No, I hate it. I hate him so much. I hate him with these stupid promos he's doing. He's like, "What's up? Come on, Daddy, got a big payday for you."
But it gets good heat.
It's so awful.
If you hate it, it's doing its job.
I hate it. I hate it.
But if you hate it, it's doing its job.
I hate him. I want it all to go away. Fuck Johnny Swinger.
just take it away.
Just take it away. We go to another promo where Josh Alexander and Ethan Page are just. Josh Alexander is sitting and Ethan Page is just burying Ken Shamrock. And Shamrock shows up behind him.
Looking like somebody's happy.
And then he sits down. And Shamrock's like, "Hey, dumbass." Yep. That was so good.
That is the second week in a row that they have been the standout.
Yeah, I'm loving the North, man. They make me laugh so much.
That last week's stuff. Hey, is this the iPad?
No,
that.
It's so good.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, they were scheduled a match with Josh Alexander against Ken Shamrock, and then the North came out and beat him up afterward.
They beat up
beat him up before the match.
They beat up somebody. They beat up an elderly man on
He's
television.
definitely looking old.
A gang beating. They didn't even apologize.
That's illegal.
You can't do that.
Moose has a promo talking about how... That's an inside story, sorry. Moose has a promo where he talks about how he should be showered with gifts.
Where he's talking to one enhancement talent, two referees, and a blind guy.
Crazy Steve appears, taunts him, whatever, calls him a fake champion, and then Moose is like, "I'll give you a shot at this championship. You'll know what it's like to be in the ring with a champion." And Crazy Steve's like, "A fake champion? I could be fake champion."
I could be fake champion.
Considering they don't have a heavyweight champion right now, I'll take it.
The only time ever they're going to put a title on Crazy Steve, as if it don't matter. He couldn't see what it looked like anyway.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, and then we go to another. So then we go to another. Like a Johnny Swinger promo. Where he's just still trying to recruit somebody for this
trying to find
tag match.
The long-time deceased Dino Bravo.
So bad.
Why?
I hate him. I hate him so much. I just want him to stop.
Although, I mean, if the price was right, they could probably get him. Just saying.
Deonna Purrazzo makes her in-ring debut against Alicia Edwards. Deonna Purrazzo wins with a textbook arm wringer. That match I'm going to give a 3.5.
Yeah, it's 3. Solid 3.
Again, Purrazzo can work, and I'm excited to see what she does with Jordan Grace, because Jordan can work too.
Yes, she can.
Shut up. So, Johnny Swinger's tried to recruit Rich Swann, Suicide, Taya Valkyrie for this match. It goes nowhere. Taya Valkyrie ends up wrestling Susie.
If you can call it that. The run and the stop in the corner and then the forearm.
Oh, man, it was so bad. So,
Stop it.
That one's getting a 2.
It was fun to watch.
I think Taya Valkyrie's a much better worker than that.
She really is. The other girl is, too.
Yeah.
She just plays that gimmick.
I hate that gimmick. It's so bad. They finally find a partner for Johnny Swinger, and his partner, Chris Bay, and Rahit Raju, So their 6-man tag match was Chris Bay, Johnny Swinger, and Raheem Raju against the Deaners and Willie Mack in a fun little 6-man tag match.
Not bad.
Willie Mack and Chris Bay are obviously foils for each other. Chris Bay gets the win out of nowhere. Johnny Swinger
swings
and celebrates his payday, I guess. I don't know. I
saved his Dino Bravo money.
I hate it. I hate it so bad. And then our main event features Madman Fulton and Eddie Edwards in a damn hard-hitting, damn good match. Madman Fulton goes over.
Of course.
Madman Fulton, it's like he said everything they're doing wrong with Lance Archer on AEW, they're doing right with Madman Fulton.
With him getting the pinfall over Eddie Edwards, I wouldn't be too surprised if he doesn't take one of those spots.
And turncoats on Ace Austin.
Well, just the fact that he could be in there to watch the man's back in that 5-way match.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, again, I love the small guy, big guy dynamic. I think
unless they drop it to 3 with the people that they actually still have.
They might. I don't know. We're going to find out. You're going to find out, and you're going to let us know what you think down in the comments below by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/prowrestlingthrowdown, and hit that subscribe button. Right. Stay tuned for Today in Wrestling History.